I was terrified. Terrified and confused. Like, I didn't really understand what was going on.
How would you feel if everything you knew changed in an instant?
All I knew is that, like, every time I opened my mouth, they would beat me. And that wasn't something that I enjoyed, so I just kind of went with the flow.
A feeling too many have experienced, like Rebecka Snyder, a victim of sex trafficking. Often, it comes from a place least expected.
So I met a guy when I was in high school who I thought was my Prince Charming, and he definitely was not. It turned out he was a drug dealer, and he stole about a kilo of cocaine from a gang source, and they shot him, and then 2 months later kidnapped me at gunpoint to repay his debt.
Targeted at a young age, Rebecka disappeared from the face of the earth to become lost in a world with no hope. Rebecka spent 10 years trapped in a nationwide network of human trafficking. During that time, moving from state to state, she was isolated with no personal identification or belongings. People would pass by, overlooking her plea for help.
Like, I would beg for help, and they would either look at me like I was a hooker or a prostitute and nothing better than that and could never be anything better than that, or I've literally gotten told that they just didn't have the resources to help me, so it was easier for them to lock me up than it was to actually go look for the source of the problem.
And that's where the Demand Project comes in. Jason and Kristen Weiss, co-founders of the Demand Project, have dedicated their lives to helping out women just like Rebecka.
And so when we were building the Demand Project, that's something that we wanted to focus on. We wanted to focus on 3 crimes, which is sex trafficking, online enticement, and child pornography. And we wanted to do it through prevention, prosecution, rescue, and restoration.
Their dedication is to prosecute the offenders, but their calling is to rescue the victims and help guide them into a better life. Jason and Kristen speak to young audiences across Oklahoma to warn them about the dangers of sex trafficking and to prevent future victims from experiencing its tragedies. Today, Rebecka has gone from sex trafficking survivor to a TCC graduate and now full-time student at the University of Arkansas. She also strives to give back to those who've suffered by aiding the Demand Project's mission.
Coming from that and having the opportunity to sit down and talk about it and to realize I can be a voice for the other women is so empowering.
It's amazing what can happen and how it can be turned around for good. Rebecka's a success. She's one of the small percentages that's a success. She's an honor student. She's a business major. She will someday have a normal life, whatever normal is.
I feel beautiful and loved, and I feel like I'm a good person today, and I didn't before. So, life is good. It really is today.
One instance changed Rebecka's life forever. But despite losing 10 years of her life, we can be rest assured knowing that Rebecka did not let that moment define her.